And we are live. Yay. Good evening, everybody. Let me know who's there. Anybody out there? Do that. 2. Hi, Mariana. Hi, Marie. Hope you're all well. Hi, Nancy. Just give me 2 minutes and I'll explain what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, so how is everybody this evening? I hope we're all good. Hope we've all enjoyed the nice day. If you've had a nice day, it's been pretty overcast here. It's just sun's just starting to come out now. Typical when it's the end of the day, isn't it? Anything for you, Marie. Let's see what we can do. So, for those of you that haven't seen me work before, I do mediumship and I do oracle cards. I normally do the oracle cards first, and if spirit pop in, which they often do, I will let you know. Normally, I know who I'm going to. My name is Stace Shaw, and I am a spiritualist medium and intuitive card reader. So I'm just going to give my cards a quick shuffle because I was late on and faffing around. Hi, Amy. Hope you're well. Oracle cards. Yeah, that's all I'm doing. So I've got my animal oracle cards and I've got my people oracle cards. So if you want an animal, say animal. If you want people, say people. And we will see. I will try and get around as many of you as I can, so they will be short and sweet. And I'm going to take a leaf out of Lisa's book and say the magic word. Please. Please. You don't have to name that animal. Just say animal or people. Okay. Nancy, let's come to you first. You would like a people card. Okay, let me get my deck out. This is my Kipper, what I call my Kipper deck. And these are my fortune telling cards. Not that I tell fortunes, because I don't. Because we cannot predict, because we have free will. Right. Oops. I've got butterfingers today. A lot of you wanting people. Okay. People. All right, Nancy, let's see what we can get for you, my lovely. Let's see what the Kipper cards say for Nancy, please. Okay, take the top one. Adjudication. Now, this card normally comes out where there's a legal battle going on or there's some sort of judgment going on around you that's involving two people. But with yourself, I feel this is very much about you being judged and you being not paranoid is the wrong word, but you worry too much about being judged by others, I want to say. Let me know if that makes sense, Nancy. But I do want to say that these people are making the judgments are of a higher authority to these. So I do feel this is surrounding a work situation. But I also feel this is family as well. So you're kind of getting it in both ears from both sides at the minute. Yes, it makes a lot of sense. Thank you for that confirmation, my darling. Is Kipper a fish? Yes, it is a fish, but it's also my deck. Look, I'm not telling fibs. Look, Kipper. So yeah, Nancy, I do feel there's a lot of judgment going on around you at the moment, and people are judging you too harshly. And I feel like you've got to the point where you're just standing there and taking all this judgment. And I want to say, now's the time to stand up and defend yourself. Whether it be legal, whether it be family, whether it be work, you need to stand up and you need to let your voice be heard. The purple in the card on the judge's robes there, that for me is healing. So until you actually open your mouth and say something about all these judgments that are being placed on you, you're not going to be able to heal from the hurt that's been caused. Okay, my darling. That's all I can really say about that. Just you've got the lady there, that is you wearing the green. So I do feel you've got support from spirit. They are watching from above and they are seeing everything that's going on. And I do feel that you've been asking spirit for help with this, but they're saying they can't help you until you start helping yourself. Does that make sense? So again, it's about showing your voice, speaking up and defending yourself. Do not take other people's judgments on board. If they want to judge you, that's their problem, that's their issue. Okay. Otherwise, it's just going to keep dragging you down and dragging you down and dragging you down. All right, my darling. So I hope that helps and thank you for working with me. Let me just scroll up. Hi, Anne Marie. Hope you're well, my darling. Let me just scroll up. Who else wanted one? Marie Taylor. Oh, I'm losing signal. Oh, there we go. Back again. Right. Marie Taylor, you wanted a people card as well. Nobody want the animals today. Oh, Samantha, I'll do you next because you want an animal card. Okay. I hope that helps, Nancy. Marie Taylor. Card for Marie, please. Card for Marie. Marie, would you understand that you're having problems with your sinuses at the moment? Because I feel my nose is aching and I feel all bunged up and it's like, I don't feel I've got a cold. I feel this is like a hay fever condition or there's an allergy reaction. And you've got number 18, the child, my darling. And this is all about bringing playfulness back into your life. I do feel that life has been a little bit serious of late with yourselves. Um, it's like without that teddy bear, she can't really be herself. I feel like again, you've got the support from spirit because she's wearing white, which is innocence. Been picked on a little bit and you've taken other people's on board, and this is what's led to the insecurities now. Yeah, my internet is dipping in and out. Let me know how much of that you got, Marie, please. Yes, it keeps blocking up. I have hay fever. Yeah, I can feel it in my nose. It's really bad. Get some Puriton. I'm not a doctor, I'm not diagnosed, but get some Puriton. And if it gets too bad, obviously go and see a doctor. I don't know what's going on with my internet at the moment. It keeps blacking out. Hi, Sally. Nice to meet you too. Hi, Eva. So yeah, let me know if that makes sense, Marie, about having insecurities and these insecurities that have been bred through growing up through childhood. I feel like you're still holding on to a lot of what happened at school, I want to say, where there was a lot of name calling and a lot of jealousy and being run down. in that sense. But I want to say you've got to let go. You've got to let go of the past, and you've got to realise just what a beautiful person you are inside and out. Okay, my darling. It's a number 18 card. 8 and 1 is 9. 9 for me is September. So I do know that there's some significance to September with regards to a birthday or a passing. But 9 is also the number of tying up loose ends and things coming to an end, ready for new beginnings. So again, it's about letting go. It's about letting go of them insecurities and bringing back that playfulness. Okay, my darling, I hope that helps, and thank you for working with me. Guys, if I should come to you, please make sure you give me some feedback, because it helps keep the link and it helps me know that I'm on the right track. As with all the readers, we really do appreciate the feedback. And I'm dropping my card. Appreciate the feedback, because we all give our time for free on this channel, and we love helping you out and giving you positive messages and helping you move on. So the feedback is really important. Michelle, for those that have just joined, I've got animal cards and I've got people cards. Please pick which one you would like. Oh, thank you, Mum passed in September. Thank you for that confirmation, Marie. And I'm sorry you lost your mum. God bless you, my darling. Okay. Michelle Oliver, let's come to you on YouTube. And you would like an animal card, so let's shuffle these and see where we go. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. What's the significance of that song for you, Michelle? Because as soon as I came to your name and started shuffling these cards, I wanted to sing that song. So Old MacDonald had a farm would be very significant for you. And you've got the grasshopper, and it literally just leapt out of the pack onto my couch. Beautiful card, this one. And it says take a leap of faith. So I do feel like there's some decisions around you being made at the moment that you're not quite sure of. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I do it? Can I do it? Can't I do it? That kind of decision making. What I want to say is the decisions that you're having to make are not straightforward, but this is all about having confidence in yourself, and I want to say almost betting on yourself, investing in yourself. So even though it's a little bit scary, as change always is, I won't forget about you, Samantha, don't worry. Oh, I've lost my train of thought now. Yeah, I want to say whatever these decisions are, invest in yourself, have confidence in yourself, take it's a necessary change, if that makes sense to you, my darling. And whether it be a change of job or a change of home, you've got a lot of support from people around you, because I'm seeing the greens, I'm seeing the bushes, and they're all lush. With greenery, and the grasshopper is right on the top, and the grasshopper represents himself. And if you look there, he's wearing a crown, and the crown for me is victory. So it will, whatever this is, you used to sing that song when, let me just read that, sorry. I used to sing that song when I was younger. My parents used to bring me to a farm to pet the animals there when I was younger. Oh, there we go then. So that's the significance of Old MacDonald. Oh, how lovely is that for them to give that to me to relate to you? So they're just bringing that in as a memory for you. So I get the feeling they've brought that in because obviously when you was younger and petting the animals, it was a little bit tentative and you were a little bit scared in the beginning. But once you took that leap of faith and actually put your hand out to feed the animals or pet the animals and realised they weren't going to hurt you, it was safe and it was all good, and you enjoyed getting close to them. Yeah, Old MacDonald had a farm. That's the song. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. But yeah, and I feel this is very much the same level of scariness. It's like you want to reach out and you want to do, but you're scared that for whatever reason you're going to fall on your face, and I don't feel that's the case at all. So definitely take that leap of faith. Whatever decision you've got to make, take a leap of faith and trust yourself, trust your gut. All right, your gut will never lie, my darling. Samantha, let's have a look. Remind me again, Samantha, what you wanted. Samantha. Just scrolling back up to see. Samantha, can you take me somebody in spirit that had either emphysema or asthmatitis? There you go. But once you got used to them, you was fine. And this is the same sort of fear. It's once you get there, once you do it, you'll be fine. It's just taking that initial step that's going to be the scariest thing for you, but it will be fine. Animal card. Okay, my darling. Let's have a look. Animal card for Samantha, please. I'm going to get round as many of you as I possibly can, so don't panic. You've got me here till 7:30. Samantha, can you take me somebody you don't know about the asthma? What about emphysema? Some sort of chest condition where the person's struggling to breathe, and I've got a tickle in my throat, constantly making me cough. Okay. Thank you for that, Mandy. Your dad had heart failure. No, this is, I feel this is a female with a chest condition. I'm not saying that's what they passed from, but they would have had some sort of issues with the chest or with their breathing and with coughing. Doesn't matter if you can't take it now, just have a think about it. Okay, and oh, there we go. Let's have a look. What have we got? We have the wasp, and it says sometimes life stings. So I feel a sense of hurt with yourself at the moment. I feel there's a situation that you're dealing with or that you've had to deal with that has hurt you quite deep down inside, and it's really, to quote the card, it's really stung. Don't worry about it if you can't take it, my lovely, because I'm reading from the cards anyway, so don't worry about it. It's just as soon as I came to you, I got this tickly cough and I got this chest condition and I was finding it really hard to breathe. So I linked it with your name, but it might not be for you. If anyone else can take this, let me know. But for now, I'm reading for Samantha. Again, you've got the number 6 and 4. 6 and 4 is 10. And 10 is about endings. So whatever this is, again, as with the last lady, it seems to be the theme of the night. You need to let things go. Yes, it hurt. Yes, it stung. It's left you with a bit of a sting in your tail, so to speak. But you have to let things go. Okay. I'm glad you can understand that, my darling. But I also want to say this has hurt you with respect to how you trust people. I do feel there's been a betrayal of trust in here somewhere, and I'm looking at the surrounding pattern that the wasp is sat on, and I'm seeing prayer do help with this, with being able to let this go. I do sense that you need some grounding with this, some grounding and some help, because the wasp is instead of being yellow and black, I'm seeing browns, and brown for me is a grounding colour. It's to do with the earth and connecting with Mother Nature. So I also want to say you need to get out more, walk in nature, just sit in the garden barefoot, let your feet feel the grass between your toes, just to make sure that you're grounded and that you're being level-headed, I want to say, because I feel a lot of this betrayal that you're feeling isn't, yes, it hurt, and yes, but it's not a big deal in the sense that it's something that can be fixed. Okay, Trish, give me a second and I'll come to you, my darling. So what I want to say to you, my darling, is do some meditation, do some grounding, and make sure that you can let this go. You've got the star sign in here as well, the 5-pointed star. So I do know that in the darkness, stars shine brighter in the dark. Remember that. So even though it's got you feeling a little bit down, you can rise above it. Okay, you just need to spread your wings, get yourself grounded, spread your wings, and rise above it. All right, my darling, I hope that helps, and thank you for working with me. Trish, just let me go back to your comment, my darling. Your mum had asthma and COPD. Yes, I felt like this was a female, and I felt like it was an asthma or emphysema. But if you're saying COPD, that fits as well. But I definitely got the asthma with it. Now, again, I'm not saying this is what she passed from, but this would have been a condition that she had suffered with for quite a while before her passing. Let me know if that makes sense, my darling. And she'd always feel a tickle when she spoke in the back of her throat because she's putting the tickle on me. It's almost like I had a feather down there or something. And every time I spoke, I had to cough. I had to cough. Don't give me too much information, my darling. I've just had my dinner, so I don't need feeding. But yeah, it's almost like she had a tickle and she had to clear her throat after. It's like she was rushing to get her words out and she couldn't get them out quick enough before she had to cough and clear her throat. So this is definitely your mum that I've got with you. Okay, my darling, let me see why she's come through for you today then. Because she just popped in. I didn't even expect her to pop in. I didn't expect Spirit to pop in today. Okay. Would you understand why Mum's giving me sandbags? Something to do with sandbags. I know I shouldn't ask questions. She's putting the impression on me that this is something to do with a flooded kitchen and sandbags. Would you understand this? Okay, my darling, take it off. Sorry, I'm going to have a drink. You don't understand a flooded kitchen, like no washing machine links, no leaks. I don't know if this would be with her or with yourself, but she's putting this memory of sandbag and a flooded kitchen, and it's to do with a washing machine leak. Your dad's kitchen needs new one. Damp leaks. Ah, okay. So that's why she's putting it on me. So she must be taking the mickey a little bit then with the sandbags and showing me the flooded kitchen. I think that's her. I feel that's her way of saying that if Dad doesn't get it sorted, this is what's going to happen. So make sure your Dad gets that sorted. And check your washer as well, just in case it's the washing machine. very hoarse voice towards the end as well because of this cough and this condition that she had going on with her throat. Why is my thing not highlighting? Sorry, just give me a second. Oh, there we go. Yeah. It's just evidence that she's around and she's watching. So obviously she wants you to keep an eye on Dad and these leaks. And yes, she did have a hoarse voice. Thank you for that confirmation, my darling. What else have you come through, my sweetheart? Is there anything else? Anything that Trisha needs to know? I feel like she's putting on me that you've got a lot on your mind at the moment, Trish. I'm not going to open it up because we're on a public forum, but she's telling me you've got a lot on your mind and it's making you scratch your head because she's making my forehead itch. And I feel like you're doing a lot of head scratching at the moment because you're a little bit confused um, as to what's going on and what's being said at the moment. It's like you're not sure. You're kind of not sure how to approach things. How to approach things, I should say. Hi, Patrick. I've messaged you, my darling. Can you get back to me, please? I messaged you about the healing for SPTV. I don't know if you've got it or not. It might be in your friend message requests. If you can have a look for me, my darling. It's good to see you on. You play with hair a lot. No, this is more like a confused yeah, I just feel confused. And I feel this is with you, Trish. I feel like you're very confused at the moment about certain people and certain situations. And again, I want to say to your mum, saying trust your instincts. She's saying you've got really good instincts and you need to trust your instincts, but you need to stop worrying. She's telling me that you're not sleeping properly because of all the worrying that you're stressing over. Yeah, when stressed. Ah, okay. You play with your hair when stressed. Yeah, I understand that. But she's saying you need to stop worrying over things. Write a list down, she's saying. She's showing me pen and paper and she's saying you need a list of priorities. Deal with one thing at a time, get one thing out of the way. Hardly sleeping at all. Oh, bless your heart. I'll send you some healing. And I'm sure if I ask Patrick to send you some healing, he will as well. Because he's really good at the healing. Oh, your Marie, I'm sorry to hear that, my darling. I'm so sorry to hear that. You really need this house move, though. But yeah, let the universe bring it to you. Bless your heart. Okay, Patrick, no worries, my darling. If you do that, and then I'll message you as soon as I've come off my live, my darling. um, she's given me roses for you, Trish. So I do know that roses would be significant for yourself. And she's given me the roses without the thorns on as well. And as I've said that, I've got goosebumps. So there's something really significant about roses without thorns on. And I want to say these are yellow roses. Yellow for me. So I do know that your mum is saying that you have a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom. You're a wise old soul, she's telling me. And you need to stop doubting. It was her flower, yellow. Oh, how beautiful is that? What is that? Thank you for confirmation. But yes, give me yellows, my darling. Um, So take it with her, love. Stop worrying. Sort out your lists. And my internet's just dipped again. So I'm just going to repeat that. Yeah. Beautiful yellow flowers as well. They're almost like a lemony yellow. Not too bright, not too pastely. Just the right shade of yellow. Beautiful they are. And they smell gorgeous. She's putting the smell on me. You smell the roses in your house sometimes when you're thinking about her. When you smell that, you know she's around you, all right, my darling? That's just her way of letting you know that she's around you and she's there with you and she's helping you, okay? So I'll leave the roses with you and I'll leave all her love with you and I'll say thank you to you both for working with me. All right, I hope that helps, Trish. You're very welcome. Okay, let's see who else we're drawn to. So for those that have just joined, I have 2 packs of Oracle cards. I have my people cards and my animal cards. Please state which deck you would like. And then when I come... Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, Trish. Just let me go to Anne-Marie for a second. Oh, now my thing's not working. Oh, my days. Don't you just love technology, people? Don't you just love technology? Right, Anne-Marie. Let me pull you a people card. There we go. Let me pull you a people card. Let's see what's going on. I'm so sorry the move fell through. Let's have a look. Make sure you get your name down on the A1 housing list if you've got that around your area or whatever council house department you've got around there. I know it's a long waiting list, but at least if you've got your name down, it's a start. Okay, that's the first thing I want to say to you, Anne-Marie. Please. Yeah. You know what you're saying about the universe coming to you, my darling? Unexpected income. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean finances. It could mean unexpected news coming your way or unexpected something that you've been waiting for. So there will be something coming your way and it will be unexpected. You've got 7 and 2, which is 9. 9 is September, so I do know September is significant for yourself for a birthday or a passing, my darling. But I also know that number 9 is about tying up loose ends and ending the past and starting ready for a new future. So I do feel that maybe come September you will hear something. I know that seems a long way away for you at the moment, but that gives you all summer. So look out for something coming your way in September as well. And it will be the start. It will be a new start of something, whether it be a house move or not, I don't know. I can't promise all of me to do so. But yeah, look out for something coming in September. Hopefully it'll be the house move or something to do with the move that will come your way. All right, my darling. Maybe a new school for your lad as well. All right, my darling. So come September, there's going to be a few changes. All right, my darling. I hope that helps. Okay, let's have a look. Again, I can't guarantee it, Anne-Marie, I can't promise, but there's definitely some changes coming in September. So maybe you're doing the right thing in letting the universe come to you, but make sure you get yourself on that list, on that council housing list. Okay, who's next? Michelle Archer. Let's have a look. You're very welcome, my darling. Give me 1 second, guys. My teenager's got her music on really loud. I've got to go and tell her to shut it down. Give me 2 minutes. Zood have them. Honestly, sounds like a mosh pit up there. Anyway, where was we? Michelle. Michelle. I've got my name down and I've got my in the school. So that's brilliant. Brilliant news. So fingers crossed you'll get something sorted for September. All right, my darling. Right. Michelle Archer people card. Are you still with us, Michelle Archer? Alan Levy, that's a question. I'll have a look for you in a minute, my darling. Oh my days. Now I'm dropping my cards again. It's one of them nights, people. It's one of them nights. Fiddly fingers. Fiddly fingers. Oh, there you are, Michelle. Okay, let's have a look. When I stop slipping the cards everywhere. Right. I've had that one before, so let's give him another shovel. Shovel, shuffle, shovel. Okay, what's to do with the shovel, Michelle? Have you been gardening? Shouldn't ask questions, but that one can read. So either you've been gardening or there's some gardening needs doing. Chair yoga. That's one way of looking at it, Mandy. I like that. Chair yoga. That's funny. It can't pick up if it was a tarot deck. Toil and labour, Michelle. You're too much work and no play, I want to say. And this is about feeling abandoned as well. This is a lady in a workhouse. This doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. It can be a friendship, it can be work, it can be any person within your circle. But I do feel there's been a breakdown in communication, and I do feel there's a sense of abandonment and a sense of being left to deal with things on your own a lot. I do feel this is more to do with work than it is to do with family. But as you can see, she's still carrying on working with her fingers. She's still weaving. So even though there's been that breakdown in community, you're still thinking about how you can resolve the situation, which is good. But what this card is telling me is it's not your place to resolve the situation. It's actually that it isn't about who's wrong or right, but it is about somebody needing to take responsibility for their own actions, which is something you can't do. You can apologize for the part that you played and you can try and mend that side of it, but unless the other person is willing to take responsibility for their own part, nothing is going to get resolved. So you need to open up that communication again. Okay, my darling, open up that communication, get some facts going, get some, well, this is how you made me feel, and then they can say, well, this is how you made me feel, and maybe you can start to resolve the situation that way through listening and understanding. And I want to say as well, with yourself, there's been some tears around you. If not with you, there's been a lot of tears. because I feel all bummed up. My eyes are wet, my nose is blocked, and I feel like I've just sobbed. So I do know there's been a lot of tears around you at the moment. Whether this is you or somebody close to you, I'm not quite sure. But let me know if that makes sense, my darling. Uh, I'm glad you can understand that, my darling. Um, that's all the card really says, is it's just about opening up that communication and learning to work together to resolve the situation. All right, my darling. You've got the card of 38, 8, 9, 10, 11. 8 and 3 is 11. So this, again, it's about the wands. And wands is about new beginnings and fresh starts. So as long as you keep that communication open and you both take responsibility for your part in whatever has caused the breakdown of it, and it will be a new start, and you'll be able to start your friendship on a new level. All right, my darling. You lost your dad at Christmas. Oh, bless your heart. So there's been a lot of tears of grieving. Understandable. I'm so sorry, my darling. So sorry you've had to go through that. But again, there's no time for grief. And again, I feel like you've been working through it in your own way. And I've got a funny feeling this is where this breakdown of communication has occurred. It's because you've been so sensitive, and the other person's been a little bit, well, it's not just, I wouldn't say they're accusing you of being selfish, but they're trying to let you know in their own way that you've kind of become lost in your own grief, and you're not really taking anybody else's grief into account. Does that make sense? And I don't mean that in any disrespectful way whatsoever. Sometimes it happens. It's just one of them things. And it's not always helped. So with that little bit of communication and understanding, it can get resolved, all right, my darling. It's nothing that can't be fixed. All right. I'm glad you can understand that and you took it the way it was meant. Thank you for working with me, my darling. Okay, who did I say I was going to next? Family fallouts, yeah, because you're all grieving and nobody's listening to each other, and that's what it takes. It doesn't just take talking. Don't talk at people, talk to them. Yeah, try and get them to understand, but you also have to understand from their point of view as well, which can be hard when you're grieving and you're not seeing everything clearly, because grief can cause brain fog, unfortunately. But I hope that helps. Right, who did I say was after Michelle? I did have Alon. Alon. Is it Alon? Let me scroll back up. Alan Levy, when do you see me going into a stable long-term relationship? Let me have a look. Again, I'm not predicting. I don't predict, even though these are fortune cards. We have free will, and it depends on a lot of outside factors which nobody can predict. So I do feel at the moment that you're not quite ready. I know you feel ready, but what I want to say to you is don't get into a relationship just because you want the company and you feel lonely. Journey. Precisely my point. You've got to take a journey of healing, my darling, before you can be happy with anybody. Okay, you've got to make sure you're happy with yourself, happy in your own company, and rather than go for somebody because you need them, go for somebody because you want them, not because you need them. Because when people become reliant on other people, they can never be happy. They can never be happy because there's always that fear. Yeah, a relationship needs to be relaxed. It needs to be fearless. You need to feel safe in that relationship. And if you don't feel safe in yourself, you're not going to feel safe in a relationship. Number 10, 10 for me is October. But again, it's also a sign of new beginnings. So I do feel that come October time, there will be new starts and new beginnings, and you will have started a new journey of self-discovery. And this will make you much happier within yourself and make you feel much more fulfilled. And then you will attract the right person. Now, as to when you're going to get into a stable long-term relationship, again, I can't predict that, but I do feel there will be somebody coming your way and that there will be some changes within yourself and within your relationship status around October. Whether it will be stable or long term, I have no idea. But what I want to say is again, don't be needy, just want. Okay, if you want, a person will stick with you if they feel wanted. Some people like to feel needed, but I personally, my own point of view, I don't think need is a healthy thing to be in a relationship. It's like me and my partner. Yes, we love each other to bits. We want each other, but we don't need each other. We can manage without each other. I'm perfectly capable of living on my own, as is he. And it makes all the difference because then you're not so reliant on each other. You allow each other's to have each other's own space, if that makes sense. So you give each other breathing space. You're not living in each other's pocket. All right. So I want to say look out for October for changes. Make sure you go on that journey of healing and being happy within yourself and being more fulfilled within yourself without relying on anybody else to make you happy, because no one else can make you happy apart from you. All right, my darling, and I hope that helps, and thank you for working with me. Okay, Mandy, you want an animal card? Let's have a look, my darling. Again, for those that just joined, I've got my animal cards and my people cards. Please, if you want a reading, please pick which card you would like. Just makes it easier for me, because then I can give you a reading from the card of your choice. Helps me tune into your energy. I'm glad that resonated with you, Alan. Okay, Mandy, as I'm shuffling the cards, I'm getting the song Summertime for you. Summertime and the living is easy. Bees are jumping and the weather is fine. Let me know if that song resonates with you for whatever reason. But I do have a feeling that summertime is very significant to you. I feel that is one of your favourite seasons, because I do feel you have two favourite seasons and summer is one of them. I feel like you get a lot of peace and a lot of meditation from the sun and from being out and just relaxing in the garden or relaxing on a beach by the sea and just hearing the waves or feeling the waves over your feet. I feel this is your sort of calm space. Um, and I feel that during the winter months you get very down and very depressed because of the short days, the longer nights. Let me know if that makes sense. You've not been on holiday in 8 years and desperately need one. Well, then maybe sometimes it's time to go then. They brought that song through for a reason. You need a relaxing holiday, somewhere where you can just completely chill and switch off. Oh, God, Maxine. It's so nice of you to say so, but not everybody thinks like that. But thank you for the compliment. You see clearly now, Mandy. You know exactly where you are. Owls are one of the top spirit messengers. They are for wisdom and for knowledge, and also for seeing clearly, because as you know, they have a 360-degree vision with the heads, and this one is also wearing a crown. So I do feel that whatever you've been working through has now come to an end. You've got 43, which is the number 7. And number 7 for me is all about planting the seeds or planting the ideas and preparing for the new changes that are to come. It's preparing to let go of the past and bring in the future. And you know exactly what you want and exactly where you're going. And you're happy to go one my own. Yeah, definitely. And 43 is your house number. See how uncanny is that? See, I just love the way spirit work. Thank you for that. Oh, that's giving me goosebumps. Um, so this is definitely for you, darling. You know exactly where you're going now. You know exactly what you want. You've you've just got to plant the seeds, which I know you've already started doing with your spiritual planting ideas and planting seeds and preparing for what's to come on that respect. But I also feel this is to do with the physical, with whatever's going on around you on the earth plane. You need to be present, you need to be grounded, I want to say. Um, and this looks like a little baby owl to me. It looks like a fledgling that's just lost its baby feathers and just gaining its adult feathers. So I do feel you're coming out of a phase now where everything has been sort of in the baby stages, where you've kind of been a little bit innocent and a little bit naive about a few things, but now you're realizing um, that some things aren't always what they crack up to be. So it's almost like you're getting a mature attitude about things, a more mature attitude about things. Not that you're being childish, but some of the things that you were thinking about and considering were a little bit um imaginative, shall we say, out of the realms of imagination. Um, Sorry about that. Would you understand somebody in spirit that had a sickness before they passed? Like proper sickness? Because I was nearly. They're putting this on me, and it's almost like I can't keep anything down. I can't keep food down. I can't keep fluids down. And I'm feeling an IV drip. Your home is your stability, yeah. The same with owls. Owls always have the same home. Um, moved away from past career. Ah, okay, so that makes sense then. But could be me as I have a hernia. No, this is definitely somebody who passed, my darling, because she's putting it on me, and I'm feeling an IV drip as well. So did you? Again, I know I shouldn't ask questions, but I feel that Mum had a drip in her arm, and I feel there was some hospital treatment regarding this because the fact that she couldn't keep anything down was making her lose weight too quickly, and they were really concerned about her. Ah, okay, that would make sense. Right, okay, I've never had that before with cancer, so Spirit taught me something new tonight. Um, yeah. Would you understand Mum being in hospital before she passed then as well, and had to be on an IV drip for to keep her calories up? Whatever it is they do to keep her hydrated. I'll wait for your reply to come back on that. Palliative care, yeah. Okay, my darling. Well, that's just Mum's way of saying that she's here and she's watching, and she's waiting in the wings to work with you. So I have a feeling your mum is going to be one of your guides, because she's come through and she's really excited about your spiritual journey and the length that you're going on. Um, She says, keep doing your research. So it's nice to know that you've been doing your homework, and I've had it from your mum. Someone who's been doing the homework. You do chat, yeah. She's saying keep on doing the research. But your mum's waiting in the wings to work with you, my darling. She's got such a beautiful smile. I feel like she was always smiling. Um, she's always on a positive. She's always sort of. Uh, your mum was your cheerleader. Research your new career. Bless your heart. Yeah, I've got your mum was your cheerleader. Absolutely, she was. Because I feel so much love coming from her. It's almost making my heart bounce out of my chest. Bless her heart. She absolutely adores you, my darling. Absolutely adores you. Um, and she's blowing you lots of kisses. And she's saying if she could hug you, she would. So there's a virtual hug from your mum. All right, my darling. So I'll leave that with you, and I hope that helps. But you can definitely see clearly you're doing all the right things at the right time. Everything is as it should be, okay? So don't worry about anything, and I hope that helps. Okay, let's see who's next. Might have time for one more. Woo. Let's see. Angela Wheeler, let's have a look at you. You want a people card. Okay, my darling. Let's have a look. For Angela Wheeler. What's the cards? So I was smelling something very strange and I couldn't work out if it was the cards or if it was spirit. It's my cards. Still got that new card smell even though they're an old deck. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, here we go. You're on a journey as well, my lovely, by the looks of this. And this one's not sure whether to get on the train or whether to stay put. He's contemplating, and I feel this is representative of you. I feel like there's some moves that you're indecisive about making. And what I want to say to you is um the bags are there ready to go, but the train is positioned that if you get on that train, it's going to go backwards. Um, so I feel like you have to look back to be able to move forward, if that makes sense. Um, so whatever this is, look back on the lessons that you've learned, look back on what it taught you, look back on the emotions and the feelings it gave you, whatever this is, um, and then decide whether or not you want to go on that journey of healing. Again, number 10 is about letting go of the old and bringing in the new. It's about new beginnings and fresh starts. But until you've learned from the past, you can't move forward, and you're being very indecisive. Yeah, so look back at the past, my darling, okay? Look back at the lessons that you've learned, because I feel that this situation that you're in now is similar to one that you've been in before, and it's about not repeating the same mistakes. Okay, so you need to look back, look at the mistakes that you made then, and then you'll be able to move forward without making the mistakes. Yeah, trying to move on, exactly that. But you can't do that until you've learned the lessons from the past, my darling. Until you acknowledge what mistakes were made in the past, you won't be able to move forward, because if you move forward now, you're going to make the same mistakes again. And that's what you don't want, okay? So um, make sure all these bags are zipped up. Make sure the lessons from the past has been learned. Let it go, but don't forget the lessons that you were taught, okay? And I hope that helps you, my darling. Sorry it's short but sweet, but that's all it says to me at the moment. Um yeah, that's all it says to me at the moment. So I hope that helps, my darling. And I'm glad you could understand it. Okay. Let's see. Again, if you'd like reading, please pick an animal card or a people card. Okay. Maxine. Have I done you, Maxine? I don't think I've done Maxine. Maxine, are you still there, my darling? Maxine. I don't think Maxine's here. And oh my gosh, it's 7:30 already. That's my hour done, people, I'm afraid. I didn't realise what the time was. That went so fast, didn't it? Thank you ever so much, all of you, for being with me and supporting Find Me a Medium and Veronica's pages. Thank you for Veronica for allowing us a platform to work on. It's I love working with Spirit and I love working with you all. Such a lovely bunch of people. You're wonderful. Again, don't forget when you're on these lives, make sure you give whoever's on as much feedback as you can. It's so important that we get that feedback. It just helps us connect stronger, helps us keep the link strong, and it helps us know that we're on the right track. Even if we're talking a lot of rubbish, just say, no, you're talking a lot of rubbish. A negative answer is better than no answer at all, because then we can adjust accordingly, okay? Don't forget to keep an eye out for other people on. We have Christine on tomorrow at 3 p.m. giving more flower readings. I will be on moderating then. I will see you then. Be safe, much love, God bless, and thank you for watching.